And welcome back to the Daily News. With us now is Michael Schneider. He is with Pilots to the Rescue. This is an interesting story in that he is a pilot of this charity, this nonprofit that's based out of New York City. He will be coming here on Sunday of this week to pick up a couple of dozen dogs to take to a rescue in Philadelphia. So Michael, what a beautiful thing. Tell me about Pilots to the Rescue. Tell me about this nonprofit.
Certainly. Pilots to the Rescue, we rescue animals that are at risk of being euthanized. These are largely from overcrowded municipally run shelters. Unfortunately, if they don't have the space and they're not adopted, they are euthanized. So we use aircraft to get them out of harm's way, and we typically are bringing them back to the New York City area where they are adopted by loving homes or fostered. So it's really a sort of supply and demand, and get them out as quickly as possible. And it really helps the overcrowded shelters that are in, down south, including South Carolina.
So how long has Pilots to the Rescue been in place? And do you travel all over the country? You said earlier that you come to the Carolinas quite often.
I started Pilots to Rescue back in 2015 to combine my love of aviation and rescuing animals. So this year is our 10th anniversary. We own and operate one turboprop aircraft out of New Jersey, and we typically fly 800 miles. So that brings us to the Carolinas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia. Sometimes we go even further. We've gone to Louisiana. We've linked up with other groups in Texas. And then we have a database of volunteer pilots and drivers across the country that step up to the plate when we call upon them to help out as well.
So you'll be coming to the Hilton Head Airport. You're working with the Hilton Head Humane Association to make all of this happen, correct?
That's right. Hilton Head Humane Association is where we're picking up about 25 dogs from the Hilton Head Airport, and then we fly back to the Philadelphia area. And the receiving rescue is called Rylie's Rescue, and I understand that they're comprised of some fosters, which is a great thing that you can do to volunteer. You could foster and open up your heart temporarily to these amazing animals, and then hopefully eventually adopted by their loving homes.
So Michael, you said that you started this in 2015, your 10th anniversary, and you were kind of doing it part-time, but now this is your full-time job. And I'm just going to say why.
Sure. I ran this organization for about 6 years with no compensation whatsoever, and I had another business in corporate events, which got decimated during COVID. So we're truly a COVID success story. And I certainly make up lack of payment with feelings of fulfillment and ability to give back, and combine these two passions that I love. It's a priceless experience, and I have countless blessings that have come into my life since then from doing all this great work. So it's really, truly amazing work, and I love to give back in this fashion.
All right, so when you come to Hilton Head, you're going to be picking up a couple dozen dogs. So is that your capacity is like 24, 25 animals?
Our capacity is always limited by the size of the crates that we put on the plane. So some of these dogs are quite large, they could be 50 to 70 pounds. So that dictates a pretty big crate. Sometimes if they're really large, we'll tether them. But to answer your question, there's probably going to be a little bit of space left over. There almost always is on top after we play this game of Tetris. So it's a great area for cats or puppies or small dogs. And obviously it breaks our heart to have remaining space, to be able to save more animals' lives, but we'll do our best to fill that cabin.
Okay, very good. Well, nice to meet you, even though it's Zoom, and thank you so much for your work and your leadership. Thank you. Michael Schneider with Pilots to the Rescue, a New York City-based nonprofit. Thank you so much, and we'll be right back with more news.